Now it's time to find high quality and trustworthy suppliers on AliExpress. And when you guys use AliExpress suppliers, only work with one at a time. If you work with more than one AliExpress supplier at a time, the logistics side of things is going to become very confusing and communication is going to start being difficult. The things we're going to look for in a good AliExpress supplier are good product quality, good communication skills, fast shipping times, good product photos, and a good product selection. So what I'm gonna do is just go through the overview and then I'm gonna dive into AliExpress and actually show you how to find a good supplier. So while finding your suppliers, you're gonna wanna go to AliExpress and type in a keyword or a product in your niche or something that represents something similar to your niche. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna sort by orders and we're gonna start at the second page so that we could find untapped suppliers. And the reason this is important is because I found that the first page, usually every single person in this niche is going to be using that same supplier. So we want to find suppliers that not a lot of people have, and that will usually result in better communication from the supplier, better shipping times, and just more of a personal connection. So what I like to do is open up a bunch of tabs that contain different suppliers. And now, how do we weigh the options based off a supplier is good? We're going to weigh the positive feedback score, if they're a top brand or not. We want the detailed seller ratings to be all 4.7 or above. We're going to look at the types of products that these suppliers sell. So we're going to browse supplier catalogs and we're going to find the supplier that has the most potential winning products available to you. After all of that, we're just going to weigh the amount of product options they supply. And if this seems like a great supplier we want to work with, we'll go for it. Let's say we're in the cooking niche and we want to find a supplier for the cooking niche. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna go to the second page, just because like all of these are getting so many orders and all of these products probably have suppliers that are very saturated. So now that we're on the second page, I'm gonna hold control and I'm gonna left click and I'm gonna literally open up all of these tabs and you could see all of them opening up on the top. And I'm just gonna keep doing this for a little bit. And then you're gonna go through them one by one to see if you have those winning supplier requirements. So here, this is the top brand medal. This is their positive feedback score. We want this to be above a 97%, ideally. If your supplier is like a 96.3%, but they have all the great products that you need and their products are really unsaturated, they have really cool features, a lot of winning product qualities, and they get back pretty quickly and they have good communication, and all of these are above a 4.7, then it's like you can consider working with them. Don't just have that one ground rule, oh, 97% are up, or they're a bad supplier. That's not true. That's just my recommendation. So we're gonna hold this because 96.3% is pretty decent. They're a top brand. And the detailed seller ratings over here are all above 4.7. And this is what I mean. The item as described, the communication, and the shipping speed. So this is cool. We're gonna go down. This has a 97.2%, not a top supplier, but all of their detailed seller ratings are pretty good, so we'll keep them. You can notice that all of these suppliers are pretty much unsaturated because they only have 1,705 followers, which is good. We don't want to work with a supplier that has like 500,000 followers and everybody's using them. But I'm gonna go here. This one looks really good, 98%, 98.2. I'm gonna actually only use top brands, so I'm gonna X out everything that's not a top brand. 95% not a top brand, exit out. Okay, cool. We're finding some good suppliers in this niche, honestly. Okay, you could literally see how easy it is. Like I just found a bunch. All right, so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do some further research with. See how this one has like 77,000 followers? I don't want to work with that just because it's too much for me. 251,000, I'm gonna X that out. This is 75,000. We're gonna go with a smaller supplier. You definitely want them to at least be in business for 2 years. You don't want to work with a new supplier unless you feel like giving them a chance. But the longer they're in business, generally the better they are at being consistent. So they've been in business since July 3rd, 2019. It is March 15th, 2022. So they basically been in business like 3 years. Let's see this one since 2019. That's good. All right, cool. So we'll look through these two. I'm gonna do this one first because it has a better positive feedback score and better detailed seller rating. So now we want to check out their product catalog, if they have good products, if they have winning product qualities, and how much things they really have to offer us. So What you want to do is you want to highlight their store name, Life in Order Store, and you're going to click Visit Store. So now this is their whole catalog. This is their front page. You hover under products and you go to view all products, and you're going to see how we can see all of the products that they offer us. And these are just like the best matches up front. We're gonna go to orders. Okay, so this is good because we can see that their products aren't that saturated. Their best-selling product only has 2,400 orders, but they have a really good score throughout everything. Like their detailed seller rating is good, their positive feedback score is good, and they have a top supplier medal, and they've been open for over 2 years. So this is really good. And basically, we're just gonna go through and see how many products they have. And look, they have like 10, 15 pages worth of products to pick from. Like that's what you want. You want a good selection of products so that you're not limited to only like one page. Like you can see at the top here, they have 530 products to pick from. I think that's good enough for you if they have some good, decent products to sell. We can also sort by newest products. And these are the products that they just launched. And this new one looks like it's selling really good. 53 orders, and it's the latest launch. That's a product I would be willing to check out to see if it has winning product qualities. But yeah, that's basically how you find a great supplier. And if this didn't work out that quick for you, just keep searching, look through more products, more suppliers, and then keep going until you really find the supplier that works for you. But once you find the right supplier, now you can build a brand around their products. At first, I would only start with a few products on your store because your perspective on the niche is gonna get better as you go on and as you test and as you get deeper into dropshipping and e-commerce. And as an action item for this lesson, I want you to go through AliExpress and look through about 30 to 50 different suppliers and then narrow them down to the one you decide on. And remember, focus on the products they offer as well as the supplier reputation. So go ahead, do that now, and I'll see you in the next lesson.